My name is Dr. Jennifer Smith. Let me ask you a question. Why do parents behave the way they do when raising children? One question is that they are modeling the behavior of their own parents, having learned how to parent in the course of being parented. Another major factor of parents' behavior lies in their general attitudes as well as specific beliefs, thoughts, feelings that are activated when raising their own children. As you raise your child, it's important for you to know that there are 3 different types of parenting skills. The first one being the authoritative parenting style. The second one, the authoritarian parenting style. And the third one, the permissive parenting style. Your parenting style can affect everything from how much your child weighs to how they feel about themselves. The purpose of the parenting style quiz is because it's important to ensure that your parenting style is supporting healthy growth and development in your child, because the way you interact with your child and how you discipline your child will influence them for the rest of their lives. As I discuss the 3 different parenting styles, see if you can recognize the type of parent that you are. Style number 1. Authoritative parenting style is a parenting style characterized by high responsiveness and high demands. Authoritative parents are responsive to their child's emotional needs while having high standards. They set limits and are very consistent in enforcing boundaries. What are the positive effects of authoritative parenting style? Children raised by authoritative parents are more likely to become independent, self-reliant, socially accepted, academically successful, and well-behaved. They are less likely to report depression and anxiety, and less likely to engage in antisocial behavior like delinquency and drug use as they mature into teenagers and adults. If you are an authoritative parent, the relationship is about building mutual trust and respect. Both perspectives are honored and communication flows both ways. With an authoritative parenting style, I am responsive to my child's feelings and needs. I take my child's wishes into consideration before I ask them to do something. I explain to my child how I feel about their good and bad behavior. I encourage my child to talk about their feelings and problems. I encourage my child to freely speak their mind, even if they disagree with me. I explain the reasons behind my expectations. I provide comfort and understanding when my child is upset. And I compliment my child. I respect my child's opinion and encourage them to express them as well. I treat my child as an equal member of the family. And then lastly, I have warm and intimate times together with just my child. Style number 2, authoritarian parenting style. Authoritarian parenting style is a parenting style characterized by high demands and low responsiveness. Parents with this particular style have very high expectations of their children, yet provide very little in the way of feedback and nurturance. Mistakes tend to be punished harshly. What are the negative effects of authoritarian parenting style? Overall, this is the strictest form of parenting and has the highest degree of negative impacts on children, which follows them into adulthood. These negative effects include poor social skills, lower levels of self-esteem, depression, and mental disorders. Authoritarian relationships are about control. Differing perspectives are not allowed, and meaningful communication generally flows one way. With the authoritarian parenting style, when my child asks me why they have to do something, I tell them it is because I said so. I am your parent, and because that is what I want. I punish my child by taking privileges away from them. For example, their TV, their games, and visiting friends. I yell when I disagree with my child's behavior. I explode in anger towards my child. I spank my child when I don't like what they do or say. I use criticism to make my child improve their behavior. I use threats as a form of punishment with little or no justification. I punish my child by withholding emotional expressions, for example, kisses and cuddles. Also, as an authoritarian parent, I openly criticize my child when their behavior does not meet my expectations. I find myself struggling to try to change how my child thinks or feels about things. I feel the need to point out my child's past behavior problems to make sure they do not do them again. I remind my child that I am their parent. I remind my child of all the things I am doing and have done for them. Style number 3. Permissive parenting style. Permissive parenting style is a type of parenting style characterized by low demands with high responsiveness. Permissive parents tend to be very loving, yet provide few guidelines and rules. These parents do not expect mature behavior from their children and often seem more like a friend than a parent figure to their child. What are the negative effects of permissive parenting style? Parents are more likely to ignore bad behavior and to give in against their better judgment when their child gets upset. The result of permissive parenting is that the parent does not set or enforce age-appropriate expectations for behavior, which is a bad result for the child. With permissive parents, relationships indulge the child. The child feels like he is entitled. There is little control throughout the whole process of raising the child. With the permissive parenting style, I find it difficult to discipline my child. I give in to my child when they cause a commotion about anything. I spoil my child. I ignore my child's bad behavior. My child rules the household. Of all 3 parenting styles described, the best parenting style to model is the authoritative parenting style because of the positive outcomes for your child and for you as the parent. Authoritative parenting does the following for your child. It allows for flexibility. It teaches responsibility. It gives a level of fairness, and it allows for cooperation. As you continue to identify your own parenting style, also know that you might fluctuate among all three types during some instances. However, you will always have a dominant style. As we continue to educate you more on this and other topics, feel free to reflect on your specific style as we move forward with training.